Hey everybody, welcome to round 3 Friday Night Modern here at GameSwap Mason, brought to you by Top Deck Productions, streaming on Twitch TV.
For this round, apparently we have a standard match.
Yeah.
Merfolk versus Ramunap. Yeah. Just kidding. This is actually modern.
No, well, in fact, this is actually one of the oldest modern matchups. I mean, this is like a timeless. These decks will never go away. Merfolk versus Burn.
Yeah. So this is Ramunap, called Ramunap Red. I mean, it's probably just Burn with Ramunap Red.
Yeah, I mean, I will say I did see a list
like
on
goblins.
I saw a list.
It might
on
have Bowmat Courier.
Could be. I saw. That's what I was gonna say. Is I saw an MTG Goldfish list.
It is the Goldfish.
The other day.
That's what it is.
Okay. It's the list is basically like 4 Bowmat Courier, 4 Rampaging Ferocidon, 4 Eidolon, a Great Revel, 4 Goblin Guide, 4 Swift Spear.
Sure.
And then you've got Searing Blaze. You've only got high impact burn spells like Searing Blaze.
So no like Lava Spike.
Lightning Bolt. Yeah,
okay.
no Lava, cutting some of the bad ones.
Yes. Also, for those who requested Red Green Eldrazi, we were looking at that the Red Green Eldrazi player was matched up against Hunter on Grixis, so we decided to
we apologize,
avoid that
but
round.
we could not stomach another Kolaghan's Command.
Yeah. So we got this instead, two different decks.
Yeah, this matchup though, I mean, I know it's not exactly Burn versus Merfolk, but this goes back to the very beginning of Modern's history. These decks will probably be around forever.
Yeah, Bowmat Courier and Modern, I definitely have seen that. People have actually been playing. Somebody on the SCG tour played Bowmat Courier in their Grixis Delver Legacy deck.
Yeah, I saw that.
Which is pretty interesting.
Yep. The card has a lot of. It's a super high power level. I mean, the ceiling on that card is extremely high for a 1-mana card.
Definitely.
And there's nothing wrong with a 1/1 haste for 1. It's kind of like red versus blue, you know?
Yeah.
The what's it? Is that like an old Halo series or something?
It's a machinima, I believe that's what they were called.
What?
A machinima.
Wasn't it? Is like a YouTube series, right?
Yeah, that's what it was called though. A video game, like where the video was from a video game, was called a machinima.
Oh, okay. Like M-A-C-H-I-N-I-M-A.
Yes.
Okay.
So turn 1, a Cursed Catcher.
Seems good against the Ramunap Red deck, but not if we're on a Goblin Guide start.
Oh, I see Direfleet Daredevils there in Taylor's hand. Direfleet Daredevil doesn't seem like it'll be great in this matchup.
No. But not unless you can get a Dismember, and even that would not be great, probably. So this matchup is pretty play-draw dependent, and it's also about who draws what half of their deck. If you're Mike and you have this Curse Catcher, you're feeling pretty good about it, unless Taylor, I mean, Taylor's on a pretty spell-light deck, but if Taylor is on a spell hand, the Curse Catcher's pretty good. Also, the fact that Merfolk takes no damage from their lands is pretty important in the matchup. Mutavault is going to be another card you'll see here that's important. Probably the best card in the matchup. It sounds kind of strange, but the card that really helps you go off is Marrow Reejery.
Yeah, definitely.
And that card is just a straight house. I mean, if you just get to play it and your opponent's tapped out and they can't bolt it or anything, you can just like storm off, cast like 6 Merfolk, drawing with, Silvergill Adept, and it gets pretty nuts. And then usually you set up the next turn kill.
Oh man, so we're on the triple 1-drop hand here.
Oh baby!
I was about to say Silvergill Adept looks like a pretty good blocker here, but even now, I mean, you might as well just get the trade in. And we do see our scurrying friend Bowmat Courier. So that guy
we get the land.
Mountain and that,
2 lands. Oh, sick value.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
That is good to the extent that the lands themselves aren't particularly helpful, but Mike will be drawing gas now, presumably.
So we are going to block one of the guides. Definitely makes sense.
Another strategy here, if you're the Merfolk player, is to not chump block and just try to set up an Alpha Strike. Yeah. I mean, and the thing is, especially with Marrow Reejery, you can set up like a turn 4 Alpha Strike with this deck.
Yeah. Mike finds, a 3rd land there, Minamo. Bless you. Sorry
sneezing.
about that.
I'm sneezing all over the place.
So another Silvergill, revealing the same Lord of Atlantis.
Yeah, that's a Master of the Pro Trident.
I don't know. That is one of the one like card difference I don't recognize in Modern is which Lord is which. One of the few things I don't know. Interesting. Mike's gonna go with the second Mutavault.
Are we playing the second Mutavault with the intent to be able to swing with him next turn?
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Because I feel like there's a place here where you end up like like depending on how many Merfolk you have in hand and how many islands, you end up in a place where you want more than 2 blue mana next turn. And I know you have the Aether Vial now, but
yeah,
if you know, having only 2 blue mana with 4 lands is like that kind of limits your number of especially the number of lords you can cast.
So Taylor has the Goblin Rabble Master here, which is pretty good on this board. I mean, even the 1/1 Goblin trades with any of the Merfolk.
All right, well, it's official. I am going to chalk up playing the Mutavault instead of an island there to play the Aether Vial, a misplay.
Okay.
We'll see how it pans out for him, but regardless of any other, you know, current state of, you know, whatever's in Taylor's hand, whatever Mike draws, I think that's pretty much a misplay every time.
So Taylor's considering not attacking. Yeah, he does. He doesn't attack with the Bombite Courier. I think you probably want to do that.
Master of Waves. Okay. So Master of Waves is actually pretty good in this matchup.
Yeah, protection from red.
Yeah, pro red.
Really strong.
And in this case, we could get 1, 2, 3 guys with it if we just hard cast the next turn for 4.
Yeah.
That's pretty good. If we have a 1-drop to Violin, we can even get 5 guys out of it. I'm sorry, 4 guys.
Wow. So I mentioned earlier how Direfleet Daredevil might not be relevant in this matchup, but Mike actually does have the Dismember in hand. And if he does go on the Master of Waves plan, the Direfleet Daredevil could be game-winning casting that Dismember out of Mike's graveyard.
Wait. Why would Mike put it in his graveyard?
If he ever casts it?
There's no way Mike's going to cast it.
Okay. That's true. I guess he does have
that Mike is never going to cast Dismember.
Maybe he discards with the hand size.
I think we see Mike play the Master of Waves, hopefully Violin a 1-drop if he can, but then he's going to just block the Goblin Rabble Master with...
yeah, the Master of the Waves seems like a huge issue.
Yeah. So we're going to block the Rabble Master with the Master of Waves, and hopefully Taylor doesn't kill us with the other creatures in play and burn damage, and then we're just going to try to Alpha Strike him by playing a Lord next turn. And in fact, if we swing it... The cool thing about Mutavault is... actually, yeah, so Vial's going to take up to 2, and we're going to have 2 Mutavaults to swing if we flash in a Lord.
Yeah.
That might just win us the game if Taylor misplays it, because the Mutavaults actually get +1 power from Master of Waves
since they're elementals.
Since they're elementals.
Yeah, I did not
so
realize that.
we have a ton of power on board. Even if we don't flash in a Lord, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 power, 12, 13, 14, 15 with no Lord. But we know that Mike has a 2-mana Lord in hand, and he can Vial for 2 next turn. So if Taylor missteps here, or if Taylor doesn't have the gas or the defensive cards, like a Searing Blades or something, to make this work, we could just see
so
Mike Alpha Strike.
Rabble Master makes... Ooh, that one's not going to work.
Yeah, it can't be...
It cannot be targeted.
Yeah, folks, don't forget your DEBT acronym, DEBT, can't be damaged, enchanted, blocked, or targeted by sources that are red.
Yeah, Taylor's not happy about that one.
Yeah, notably, Taylor can actually never target a Master of Waves. He is, in fact, wearing a red shirt.
Protection from red? Yeah, there you go.
Protection from red. It cannot be the source of... cannot be targeted by sources that are red.
So, the Goblin Rabble Master forces the Goblin Guide to attack, right?
Yeah,
okay.
Yeah, it does. Yeah, all other goblins are forced to attack.
Maybe Mike will mistakenly block Bombite Courier with the Master of Waves.
That would be a fatal error.
So instead, we're just gonna hit the Silvergill Adept. Huh.
Yeah, we could have just countered that to make Taylor lose a life.
No, you could pay colorless.
Oh, you're right. I forgot that those things tap for colorless. Man, those lands are good.
Yeah. All right, so we're swinging with a team. Rabble Master is currently attacking for...
But we still also do that anyway, because then we leave an extra power on board, and then Taylor's tapped out. So I think we definitely should have...
No, Taylor would just pay 1
and be tapped out.
Yeah, but the Silvergill would still have died. He would have paid 1, so the spell was not countered.
So not 1 more power, but we would be tapped out. So like, there's no reason not to do that.
We would have lost the second creature.
Oh yeah, you're right. I'm dumb. I'm very bad at Magic, folks. Don't worry about it.
Now Taylor might pay 1 red here to sacrifice Bombite Courier.
Yeah, I really don't think that we can be blocking the Goblin Guide and the Bomat Courier.
So this red deck is basically creatures. That is a shame, since Baron has a bridge to help in this match. Yeah, I very much doubt Taylor's deck has Ensnaring Bridge. All right, so definitely a mistake there tapping our 3 mountains to cast Exquisite Firecraft. Since we did add, in fact,
Right.
have to
So
pay
now we
one.
did. Now we did have to take 1 life that we didn't need to take.
To sacrifice Bomb At Courier. So Mike takes 2 from the goblins. We lose an elemental, but Taylor loses both of his goblins that aren't tokens. And now Mike is firmly ahead. That elemental is dead. Yep. But I'm not sure Taylor could ever be Master of Waves.
We just win here.
Yeah, we really just have 19. Animate both Mutavaults, Violent the Lord. So
Yeah, that's 17 damage, I believe.
Yeah. And Taylor is at 8. Okay.
Well, that's 18.
Okay.
That's actually 19 exactly. Oh no, it's 21 because of the Mutavaults. That's 21. Oh no, we can't pump the Mutavaults though.
We can't turn that. We can't activate them this turn.
Right.
Next turn we'll do.
Yeah.
Be lethal.
Yeah, I guess having an additional pro red guy in play is fine.
Yeah, I think one of the only ways Taylor can ever beat these Master of Waves is
Chain to the Rocks.
He doesn't have. He's on mono red. Is if he somehow cast a Dismember out of Mike's graveyard, but yeah, as Mark mentioned, Mike's very unlikely to ever cast Dismember.
Yeah.
I guess if he has Kozilek's Return in his sideboard, but that seems also very unlikely given he's on the all creature plan.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't think Taylor is going to be able to answer that card at all. This is a matchup.
Ghost, maybe he has Ghost Fire.
Sure. This is a matchup actually where Goblin Chain Whirler would be very good.
Oh man,
it might not kill the Master of
it
Waves.
kills everything else.
But yeah, it does kill everything else.
Yeah, Goblin Chain Whirler would actually be very powerful.
I mean,
in
it
this
kills
matchup.
the elemental tokens, which is pretty dope.
Yeah, and most of the Merfolk.
I think it's super flavorful and cool that the elemental tokens are 0/1s. Like that's awesome.
1/0s.
I'm sorry, that's what I mean. Yeah, they're 1/0s because like the
Yeah,
tie.
they're not anything until they're animated.
Yeah, they're like waves.
Yeah.
You know, even 1/0 like looks like a wave. You know, like it feels like a wave. You know, it's like it's like tall, but it's always on the precipice of receding. You know, it's like powerful but weak and transient. You know, stop coughing.
You have thought a lot about these elemental tokens.
Well, I had some similar thoughts about Cobras back when they were spoiling the Amonkhet gods.
Yeah.
I was really hoping that the Snake God was going to be a 4/2. I thought
that would be cool.
I thought it was going to be a 2-mana 4/2.
Yeah.
Because 4/2 not only looks like a Cobra, but that's what a Cobra. You know, it should be very powerful, but also somewhat vulnerable.
Well,
you know?
there was the Ronas's Last Stand token that was a 5/4.
Right, and that's kind of the same. But 4/2 is definitely the most Cobra power and toughness in the game.
That seems
It could have been a 2-mana 4/2. How cool would that have been? Probably be a little bit busted, but.
What type of 4/2s are there?
I can't think of it. I mean, there are some like commons that are printed every set that are 4/2s.
Well, right.
Those
things aren't Cobras.
Flame Elemental or what? Just random crap. But
I think there was
I can't think of a playable card that's a 4/2.
There was a dinosaur in Amonkhet. It was like Orazka Frillback, I think. I think that was a 4/2.
Well, that's a hell of a name.
That was a 3-mana 4/2.
Yeah, I can't think of a 4/2. I can think of like a lot of 3/4s like Greater Basilisk.
People who played Ixalan Limited, was Orazka Frillback a 4/2? I think it was. I think it was a 3-mana 4/2 in green.
Is there a token that's a 4/2? There's Eyes of the Wisent, which makes 4/4s.
Yeah, some people are running Ronas's Last Stand in mono green standard.
Oh,
it's
really?
actually not bad because, like, especially when you have Llanowar Elves, you might still be able to cast like a 1 or 2 mana spell.
Yeah, because Llanowar Elves
afterwards.
is great against Goblin Chain Whirler.
Yeah, well, no, but I mean, the rest of mono green is good against Goblin Chain Whirler because of more than one toughness.
Yeah, I'm just pretty skep about Llanowar Elves.
I'm not actually sure in standard how the one thing that is cool about standard now though is that almost every mono color is playable.
Deck is playable, yeah.
Because of those tricolor cards.
Yeah.
Like, they really help.
Well, I think Drifting Shade is really good.
Dreadshade.
Sorry.
Yeah.
I kind of want to play that card in a Key to the City deck. I think Key to the City is a phenomenal card to have in a mono black deck like that. Making the Shade unblockable is a big deal.
Can we switch to the play space? Thanks. Looks like both players are going to keep. And we got to turn 1.
So Eidolon's pretty good
Bomb At Courier.
if Mike doesn't have a Vial.
Right, yeah.
It looks like Mike does have a vial.
Yeah, it does. And yep, German vial.
Ugh. So do we have the Smash of Smithereens? I'm not sure we would have brought that in.
Yeah, that one might be a little loose.
I did bring in Ancient Grudge against my Death and Taxes opponent the other day.
Did they have Smuggler's Copter?
Yeah, it's Smuggler's Copter, and he had Blade Splicer and Aether Vial. So I figured it was fine.
So maybe Taylor's just going to go with 2 1-drops here. And we're attacking with both of our courier friends. So I'm not actually sure Bombay Courier is great in this matchup. It's usually better in like grindier matchups. I mean, it's fine here, but
yeah, I think you really just prefer to have 2 damage instead of 1.
Wow. Taylor just I thought he had a lightning bolt in hand. I guess maybe not. Decided not to bolt that.
Maybe he thought that one had pro red too.
Or he could be playing around Curse Catcher, I guess.
Yeah, Violent the Curse Catcher, sure.
So we got a 2-drop. Oh, we got Searing Blood. Nice.
That
is definitely a more effective way to take care of that. And I guess we'll be in with our Bombay Couriers.
So yeah, Searing Blood, Searing Blaze, those are the ways that we're going to win this matchup.
Yeah.
Those cards are just straight 2-for-1s and really punish these wide creature decks.
Now Mike does have a Kira Glass Spinner.
That's pretty good. That is definitely a solid card.
Kind of surprised we didn't block there. I feel like taking out the Courier with 3 cards under it could have been
Yeah, decent. Probably. Again, you always got to be trying to set up a critical mass of Merfolk here so you can Alpha Strike, but
so your Master
I think I agree. I think I would have liked taking out the Courier.
So here's Kira.
I guess having 2 Couriers isn't really good because you have to discard. Well, it's fine.
So we're gonna bolt Curse Catcher in response. So, part of the problem is here now we can't really attack with our Couriers because Kira's a 2/2. That alone is pretty good. Pink Bar Ham 45. Thanks for the follow. I think Taylor has an Earthshaker counter in hand.
This might just be a standard deck that we put bolts into.
Yeah, and Searing Bloods.
And Goblin Guides.
Yeah.
Do we think he has the Ramunap,
Rampaging Ferocidon? Maybe. Wow, we're just in there. No fear. All right.
No fear, Shakespeare. All right.
Respond to the vial by smashing it.
So we did bring in the Smash Smithereens.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Not a wise thing to do, I would say. Typically, I like my opponent to
bring in that card.
Yeah. Typically, I like having my opponent having more than 4 artifacts in the deck.
Again.
But
we're gonna have to take a damage here from this Ramunap Ruins.
Man, that Smash really is gonna be good here, though.
Yeah, so Mike's at 9.
Yeah, and we get to play Eidolon now, and
we definitely don't. I don't think Taylor has another land.
Well, not now, but
eventually.
I mean, we get to play the Eidolon, right, yeah. and then Mike is just probably Dunzo.
So I guess we just block these guys. I wonder if Taylor's gonna sacrifice that one. He is. Looks like he is. Yep. Discards Eidolon and the Earthshaker counter. So having the Earthshaker counter in the graveyard could be relevant.
So did we get anything?
What?
Did we get anything good off this Bowman?
I can't tell. We got Mountain. It looks like we got like 4 mountains. No, you got at least 1 non-mountain.
Yeah, I kind of feel like having the Eidolon would have been maybe just better. I'm not sure. I would have liked to deploy the Eidolon at some point. So we drew us. One of the cards under Bowmat was a Smash to Smithereens, I believe, and that's very unlikely to have a target
I think it's
here.
a Burst Lightning.
You think it's a Burst Lightning? No.
Yeah, no, I'm fairly certain it's Burst Lightning in hand.
That seems not likely, but I guess you got to kill your Thought-Knot Tears for 5 mana. So we can get 2 damage in with Ramunap Ruins. That's good.
Yeah, but Taylor actually has to do that right away because he's going to get Spreading Seized. He, of course, doesn't know that.
Right, there's almost no way he does that right away, so. Man, I really would have liked just being able to. Oh, you're right. That is burst lightning.
Yeah, he also has bolt.
I really would have liked just being able to play the Eidolon.
We're just gonna pass. I guess he can activate Ramunap Runes at instant speed in response to his spreading season. That actually denies a card draw.
Yeah, it does.
Assuming Mike goes for that. So I hope Taylor realizes he can't really fight these creatures. He kind of just has to go for Mike's life total here.
All right, let's see the big.
No, he's just gonna.
Oh, he's gonna choose Mountain. That's a heads up play.
Yeah.
Assuming you know your opponent has the savvy to make that play.
And Mike does kind of have a dead card in hand in Dismember.
Wait, Mike left Dismember in?
Yep.
Man, that seems that seems like not where you want to be.
So this attack is for 6, 7, 8.
I can't imagine you don't have enough to bring in. I'd rather have basically anything in your sideboard over Dismember.
So can Taylor get there? He hits for 2 here. Mike goes to 7. Okay.
So yeah, we kicked Burst
that makes
Lightning,
sense.
hit you for 4.
Does that make sense? He drew Earthshaker Kenra. That doesn't actually do it because of Mutavault.
No, yeah, we just die.
And he has Smash to Smithereens, which can't target Mutavault.
Yeah, Smash.
Well, the Earthshaker actually would have been the game there if he didn't have Mutavault.
Right. Man, the first Smash was great. Second Smash, real bad. That's why you don't bring him in here. I mean, there's some very weird sideboarding decisions made by both players.
So,
I have no idea why Mike has Dismember.
Can we play Earthshaker to chump block? No, because we have Mutavault.
Yeah, you die. Yeah, you just died in the
Oh, and also Island Walk.
Oh, yeah. We do have an island now.
Yeah, so unfortunately for Taylor,
Yeah, this
I think
just looks like game. GG.
If that Smash of Smithereens was another burn spell, though.
Yeah, even if it were Burst Lightning, we would have won.
Yeah. Wait, can we? No, we don't have enough mana to activate the Ramunap Ruins and shoot a bolt. We needed one more land for that.
Yeah.
Man, that's unfortunate.
All right, so Taylor testing his opponent's knowledge of his own Mutavault.
Yeah.
Taylor is really making his opponent act.
Block.
All right.
Got him.
Yep.
All right. That'll do it.
Folks, that was
close.
That was interesting. Very interesting. Yeah, that was. I wasn't expecting. Well, I sort of expected Merfolk to win. But
don't do that, Matt. Sorry.
I was not. I was a little confused.
Yeah. So that was right. I think the extra creature plan was
definitely detrimental.
Yeah, detrimental in that game.
Yeah. Though I mean, all the burn player can really hope for here is to have 4 Searing Blaze, 4 Searing Blood, and then you just raffle stomp your opponent.
Yeah. Although Kira kind of.
Yeah, Kira does shut that
up.
plan down. That's true. But anyway, folks, we will be back.
We're gonna just take a break here. We're not gonna get another match for this round. We're just gonna take a brief break for Mark and I's sanity.
Yeah, but don't go away.
After that grindy Grixis we had for the first few rounds.
We need a rest.
Yeah, we need a bit of a break here.
Yep. Well, join us for round 4 in about a half hour.
Yeah.
Lauren, because I overboarded, and I may have cast a brainstorm into a Leovold. I'm not talking about that.
I did see that happen. That